Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am wearing the same shirt as the last video because I am filming this on the same day and I'm not changing clothes. So yeah, in today's video, we are going to do a December reads, TBR, monthly TBR, okay? These are the books that I am hopeful that I will read in December. Well, I'm not hopeful. I will be reading these books in December, and I want to share them with you. They are right here on my shelf. First up, we have Glow of the Everflame by Cole. This is the second book in the Kindred Curse saga. This follows Diem Bellator and Luther Corbra. I hope I'm saying that right. And it's like, okay, she thinks that she is mortal, and they are like kind of living under control of these gods that are basically like treating the mortals like crap. And so their king, not the mortals, but the gods, their king is on his dying bed. And so she ends up going to basically try and help aid him, I guess, in like his days to end. Because her mother that was taking care of the king has gone missing. She is like, where the heck is my mom? She is gone. So she ends up aiding the king. She doesn't like these gods, and a lot of the mortals don't, because they have taken so much from them and barely give them anything to live and survive and to live a thriving life. So throughout that process, she has this like powder that she takes called a flame root. She ends up where she stops taking it, and the story kind of picks up from there. She stops taking this flame root, and things start to happen with her. And she finds out that there's a lot of secrets that her mother has been hiding, that she's not who she thinks she is. And the story just kind of picks up more from there, where she starts to figure out things with her. And yeah. I can't really say too much else because this is the second book. I started reading this because in November, the third book came out in paperback and I picked it up. So I was like, let me go ahead and read this. Which the funny thing is, I am not reading this month, even though I'm pretty sure I will finish this because this is the one I'm reading first. And you would think I'm going to go in with this one next, but I'm not. I'm going to read this in 2026. Okay? But I wanted to go ahead and read the second book. Next up, we are going to be reading Your Knife, My Heart by K.M. Moranova, and that is what this looks like. I'm excited. This is a dark romance, so check your trigger warnings. But this is not just any dark romance. This is a dark military romance. This is the author that also wrote Leave Me Behind. So this story is set in the same world as Leave Me Behind. Same kind of premise, so to speak, but this was set, I believe, like 10 years earlier than that book, and I'm excited. So in this one, this is basically like a duet, I believe. So I guess I'm guessing this one is more like the guy's point of view, because I have the second book right here. And we'll talk about that in a second. And I guess this is more of her side. I don't know. But we'll see. But anyway, this is following, let me read this. It's following Cameron and what is her name? Emery is her name. But basically, Emery, I believe, let me just read the blurb. I'm all over the place here. I'm a little hyped up, okay? It says dark, deadly, irresistible. Cameron Mortem has a problem. He can't stop killing his partners. Officially labeled clinically insane. He's also one of the most lethal assets in the Dark Forces, a brutal underground military operation built on obedience, survival, and silence. But an experimental drug has fractured his control, making him a liability whenever someone else is on the field. As punishment, he's thrown back into the under trials, a merciless boot camp designed to break the weak and sharpen the ruthless. His one directive is don't kill the new girl. And this is where Emery, our girl Emery, steps in. Emery Maves narrowly escapes a death sentence after her own brutal crimes. Yeah, she commits crimes too, okay? Only to find herself forced into the same violent world. Assigned to Cameron, she's expected to survive the trials and her partner's unstable nature. But Emery quickly realizes there's more to Cameron than bloodlust and body counts. Beneath the madness lies a terrifying allure and a strange, dangerous tenderness. As the trials push them to their limits, Emery must navigate the brutal demons. That's not what it says. Brutal demands of the Dark Forces while resisting the pull of a man who could just as easily kill her as protect her. And Cameron must fight the one urge he's never been able to overcome. Their bond is intoxicating, chaotic, and born of violence. And if it doesn't destroy them both, it might just save them. That sounds great. I did read, like I said, Leave Me Behind, and I think I gave that like a 4-star. I don't remember, something like that, 4.5. I really enjoyed it. My only thing was I felt like it wrapped up a little too quickly in that book at like towards the end. Other than that, I loved her writing style. I liked it. It was new. It was different because it was like about like a military type situation, and like they're basically trained to kill, okay? And I enjoyed that. So I am really excited to pick up this one. Next up, obviously I've already showed you, is the second book in this little duet or series, which is My Blade, You're Back. Who Are You Really? Okay, look at this cover. Hold up, look at these covers. Like, beautiful. The author did the artwork for these covers, and I believe there's artwork inside. Hold on. Let's talk about it. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, aren't they cute? And this one as well. Like, isn't that cute? That artwork. Oh my gosh. So cute. But yeah, the author also does her own artwork for her books, which I think is amazing. I love art. I used to be more of an artist. I don't really do too much now. So I just really appreciate that. Like, not only did she write these amazing books, or that she's a writer, but she's an artist too. So like, that's just beautiful to me. But yeah, so we're talking about this book right now, My Blade, You're Back by K.M. Moranova as well. And this is the second book. I am super excited. I don't know. I'm guessing it's just a continuation of the first book, but this says broken, lost, unforgiven. Don't know what that means. 1 month after surviving the under trials, Emery Maves finds herself in a world she doesn't recognize, with a man whose cold eyes are haunted by secrets she can't remember. Ooh, I probably shouldn't be reading the back of this, because I think it's kind of giving away what is happening, or what happens, like, after this. So I'm actually not going to continue to read that, because that seems like it's giving information after you read this. So I'm going to stop right there, because I don't want to know. I haven't read it. I don't want to know. Okay. But yeah, so I'm going to read these 2 books as well. And oh, look at these edges. Aren't they cute? They're just fun little edges. But I like too that they're pretty short. Like, I think this is only like, how many pages? Like 200 and something? I don't know, like 280 or something like that. 304, I don't know. This one is only like 350 or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I like that they're short, quick reads. They're dark romance. So please, please, please check your trigger warnings. Before picking up either one of these books, check your trigger warnings. But yeah. Next up, last but not least, that I'm wanting to get to this month is Good Spirits. So it looks like, by B.K. Borison. This will be my first ever Christmas romance, and I am extremely excited. I have never read a Christmas romance book, and I am super excited. This is a romance, I believe, like a contemporary romance, but somewhat kind of paranormal, because from what I know of, I think he is a ghost. It kind of gives like Ghost of Christmas Past, like thing. Oh, it literally says it right here. Fall in love with the ghost of Christmas Past in this magical romance. So yeah, that's basically what it is. He's the ghost of Christmas Past. She's not exactly Scrooge. Oh, oh. Is she mean? Is she mean? Is she mean, y'all? Or is she a big bubbly, like, joy? Like, what is she? Okay. Ghost of Christmas Past, Nolan intends to spend the holidays hunting like every other. Get in, get out, return to his otherwise aimless existence as a ghost, awaiting the afterlife. But when he's faced with Harriet York, the sweetest assignment he's ever had, he suddenly finds himself wishing for a future. Harriet has no idea why she's being haunted. She's a good person. Okay, she's a good person. Okay. Or at least she tries to be. A people pleaser to her core. Aw, so she's really, really sweet. Okay. She always does what's expected of her. But as she and Nolan begin to examine her past, they discover there are threads that bind them together and realize there might be more to moving on than expected. With the deadline of Christmas Eve fast approaching, will they find the key to their futures in each other's past? Or will they stay firmly in present, indulging in their unexpected, spirited connection? That sounds so cute and so good. So I will be reading this for Christmas. So I don't know. This will probably be the last book that I read in this month. I'm hoping to start it maybe like the week of Christmas, because I would just love to be cozy reading this book for that week or like the week before. So we'll see. But yeah, that's all. That is all. So I have 4 books that I want to read in the month of December, and I can't wait. I think I'm back. The last like 2 months, I was on the struggle bus reading some of these books. And I am just gonna say it in this video. I did reach my reading goal for this year. I actually reached it, I think, back in August of this year. I had already reached my reading goal. I am actually surpassed it now. I did set my reading goal for 25 books for 2025. I did not do that on purpose. It's because this was my first whole year of reading. I started reading as an adult last year in October. So I didn't want to like put some big reading goal because I read like 7 books last year. So I was like, 25, that'll be a good one. And I have definitely surpassed it. I did not think that I would get this obsessed with reading. Like, look at this shelf. Like, I cannot believe that this shelf is almost completely filled. Next year, buy new bookshelves. That is on my to-do list for 2026 because I literally only have about that much space for some books. So I probably can only fit maybe about 4 or 5 more books on there, and then it's a wrap. Unless I start double stacking, and I don't want to do that. So we're probably going to get new bookshelves in 2026. But I just did not think that I would become this obsessed with reading as an adult. And it's just mind-blowing. I struggled with reading when I was younger because I was diagnosed with ADHD at a very young age. I am in my 30s. So when I got diagnosed with ADHD, I was still a child. I think I was like 8 years old when I got diagnosed. So I struggled a lot with like reading, writing, comprehension, staying focused, understanding a story, and different things like that. So I did not really like reading as much when I was younger. Because it always just felt like I was trying to force it. But now I'm an adult and I read like no one's business, and it's mind-blowing to me. I'm like, what took me so long? Like, why did I wait till I got in my 30s to like decide to pick up and start reading? But now I have read over 30 something books just this year alone, not including the 7 that I read last year. And so that's why sometimes when I'm reading like the blurb and stuff like that to you all, I stumble on my words a little bit. I get a little tongue-tied because of like my ADHD and all that stuff. But I just want to say I love like this newfound hobby of reading. 2025 has been a year of like growth for me, finding myself and learning to just enjoy the small things in life. I have so many hobbies now, so many things that I've used to do in my past that I just didn't keep up with, or I either just didn't do. But it's like now, you know, I color in my coloring books. I do puzzles. I read books. I play video games. And I know a lot of people are like, that's childish. You are in your 30s. But you know what? We only have one life to live, everyone. Like, what's so wrong with enjoying things? Where did we start thinking that the things that you like and enjoy are only meant for kids? Like, do the things that you enjoy. And I just want to leave with that because this is probably going to be my last video for 2025. So I just wanted to say, like, going into the new year, just do you. Find yourself if you feel like you haven't, and enjoy life and stop worrying about what everybody thinks. It's okay if you want to read books all day and not do nothing else. Okay? That is okay. If you don't want to go out and do all this stuff that everybody's telling you to do and you want to stay in your comfy home and read a book, do that. If it makes you happy. I mean, obviously, you know, you got responsibilities you got to take care of. I'm not saying just don't take care of your responsibilities. But it's okay to enjoy things. If you want to sit at home and play video games in your spare time, that is okay. If you want to do puzzles, crocheting, paint, whatever, or what a lot of people like to say, either it's childish or it's old people crafts. I don't know what that means. You are a human being. You are you. You can only be you. So enjoy your life. We don't know when all of this is going to go kapoof and end. So enjoy you and have fun. So I am going to continue to read my books in 2026, play my video games, do my puzzles, find other hobbies, find things that I enjoy. And we are just going to live life. That is a lot that I have learned from reading these books. I have learned so much about myself, learning how to let go. And you know, the funny thing is I used to think that I had to read self-help books in order to learn what I have learned now. And I have come to the realization that you don't always need those self-help books. I'm not telling people not to read them. If you want to read them, you read what you want, boo. It just probably won't be me, because I have learned more from reading all these different books, different authors of all kinds, and experiencing life through characters that have a lot of depth and emotions and feelings, rather if they are based off of like real life people or characters or paranormal characters or fae or whatever, because they still have personality, they still have depth, they still have emotions and feelings, and they still have issues that they go through. And it helped me learn some things about myself, and it also helped me learn about other people as well. And I think that that is something that is so beautiful with reading, and I hope that more people read, because it really is a great thing. I am yapping on too much. I am getting very deep. And I'm just going to leave it right there. So I don't get any more deeper than I have to. And I'll wrap up this video because it is getting long. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers in 2025. I'm hoping in 2026 I will have better content, more time to give out better content and read a lot more books. And hopefully in 2026, I will also be able to share a lot of my other hobbies like gaming and puzzles and coloring and coziness and all the things, vlogs. So stay tuned, and I will see you I will see you in the next video, but I might see you in 2026. So that'll be all. Bye.